Florida's governor is ordering all airline passengers arriving in the state from the New York area to voluntarily quarantine themselves for 2 weeks. WPTV News Channel 5's Matt Cesny live at PBIA talking with arriving passengers. Matt?
Yeah, Michael, the governor says the National Guard has actually been posted already at airports in Miami and Fort Lauderdale to greet those passengers arriving from New York, to talk to them and counsel them about self-isolating. Here at PBIA, not many passengers arriving at all. As many as 19 arriving flights from around the country were canceled today, and those flights arriving from the New York area hardly had any passengers on board.
I was expecting it. They warned me about it.
Hans Herrera, who lives here in Florida, says it was all a bit confusing. Before leaving Newark, New Jersey, he says there was a mention about possible screenings for the COVID-19 virus when he arrived at PBIA, and maybe even a quarantine.
It hasn't happened yet, so I was wondering where it happens. They told us about that up there, and so we're wondering, does it happen on our way out? Or
At PBIA, it was quiet and empty. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis on Monday stated travelers from the New York area were putting Floridians at risk as they tried to escape restrictions and lockdowns in New York City, and they needed to self-quarantine themselves here for 2 weeks.
That obviously is a big problem because that's the epicenter of the COVID-19 outbreak in the entire world right now. And so those are the folks who should be staying at home and sheltering in place. Instead, they're seeding in different communities throughout the United States, including here in Florida.
And I intend to do that anyway.
You intend to quarantine?
Absolutely, yeah.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
That passenger arrived here from Westchester, New York. Flights from places like JFK and Newark arrived with only about a dozen passengers or less each, and some seem to wonder how any quarantining of New York passengers would work.
It definitely seems a little bit harsh to me.
Feel okay?
Right now I feel okay. I certainly don't feel sick.
She was a college student who lives on the Treasure Coast. As we mentioned, a number of flights were canceled today, including those from the New York area. But according to the schedule here, at least 11 more flights are due to arrive from the New York metropolitan area here at PBIA. But as we saw, not many people on board these planes. We're live at Palm Beach International Airport. Matt Cesny, WPTV News Channel 5.